And we're back. A little bit more of a break since the last time that I made a post. Kind of still working on the bugs on that one. You know, life happens and it's the way it goes. I might have to start to set up a schedule for posting these. I haven't really made up my mind on that one yet. So anyways, today what we're going to talk about is my review for Slave Republic's newest album, Quest for Love. I think that the only Slave Republic that I might have heard before listening to this would have been the Plastic Heart remix that they did for Division a little while ago. They did release their debut album Electric One back in 2010, but I missed it. Slave Republic falls under the synth-pop end of our little musical corner. And there's definitely no denying any of the pop elements that are present in Slave Republic's new album. There's also a lot of 80s influence in there. Now, if you like the 80s, that could be a good thing. If you're like me, there's a lot of things from the 80s that you prefer to forget ever happened. I find it really hard nowadays walking down the street with this whole 80s resurgence not to look at some of these kids and say, you know what, that was a mistake then, it's a mistake now, you're not making it any better. I don't know what it is about synth-pop or pop in general, but there's definitely a syrupy, cheesy line that once crossed, there's no coming back from. It's like you end up with the musical equivalent of peach schnapps. However, if you do tend to balance all of the pop elements right, you can end up with a very fine single malt scotch. And I'm pretty happy to say that Quest for Love ends up more like the scotch than like the schnapps. So Slave Republic have released 10 tracks, 3 of them remixes, and damn it if every single one of them aren't fantastic. I'm hooked on all of them. At this point, really, if somebody who'd never heard of synth pop before came to me and said, what is it? I would likely give them this album now and say, listen to that. If they find this album, you know, crosses that magical cheese line for them, then they probably won't like other synth pop. However, I think that when they hear this, they're going to find it to be just as good as I do, and they're going to be a fan for life. I definitely do think that you should give this album a shot. I'm going to have a hard time putting it down. Really good job, guys.